how much should you actually save each month? Most people saving money have absolutely no idea if the amount they're putting away is enough or if they're massively behind. And the internet is full of rules that frankly don't work for most people in the UK in 2026. So in this video, I'm going to give you an actual number based on your salary, your age, and your situation, so you can stop guessing and start knowing. Stay with me, because by the end you'll have a clear target and a framework you can apply to your own finances tonight. Here's the thing. You've probably heard of the 50-30-20 rule now. 50% on needs, 30% on wants, 20% on savings. It's everywhere, and it's almost useless for most people in the UK right now. If you're earning £35,000 a year in London, your take-home is roughly £2,300 a month. 20% of that is £460. The rule says you need to save, but your rent alone might be £1,200. The maths just doesn't work, and yet that's the advice people are following. And on the other end, you've got people saving aggressively, putting away 30-40% of their income, but with no pension contributions, no ISA, no emergency fund. They feel disciplined, but they're building a savings account that inflation is quietly eating it away. The real problem isn't how much you're saving, it's that nobody's told you where the money should actually go, in what order, in what proportions, and why. So let me introduce you to what I call the salary stack. A 3-layer framework for making sure every pound you save is working as hard as possible. And it doesn't matter if you earn £25,000 or £75,000, the layers are the same. The percentages just change. Layer 1 is protect. This is your non-negotiables. Before you do anything else, you need 3 things sorted. 1, an emergency fund of at least 1 month's take-home pay. 2, you're contributing enough to your pension to get the full employer match. And 3, any debt above 10% interest rate is being actively paid down. That's it. Layer 1 done. A lot of people skip straight to investing before they've got layer 1 locked in. Don't. There is no index fund on earth that reliably beats a 20% credit card interest rate. 2 is Optimise. This is where most people leave serious money on the table every single year. We're talking salary sacrifice, where contributions come out of your pay before tax, which in 2026/27 means you're also saving 8% national insurance on top of income, tax relief on everything between £12,570 and £50,270. We're talking your stocks and shares ISA allowance, £20,000 a year, completely tax-free growth. And here's something genuinely urgent. This tax year is the last one where you can put the full £20,000 into a cash ISA if you're under 65. From April 2027, that cash ISA limit drops to £12,000. So if you've been sitting on savings outside a wrapper, the window to shelter them is right now. And layer 3 is grow. Only once layers 1 and 2 are in place do you think about broader investing, index funds, global equities, maybe property down the line. Why in this order? Because layers 1 and 2 are guaranteed wins. Layer 3 depends on the market. Insight 1. The right savings rate isn't a percentage, it's a sequence. The 20% rule fails because it ignores order. 10% into a pension with employer match is worth more than 20% into a cash ISA. Think sequence first, percentage second. Insight 2. Age matters, but not in the way you think. You don't need to be saving 30% of your salary in your 20s to retire comfortably. What you need is time in the market. Starting with £200 a month at 25 in a low-cost index fund will likely outperform starting with £600 a month at 35. Compounding is the most powerful force in personal finance, and you can't buy back time. Insight 3. The tax environment in 2026 actually makes sheltering money more valuable than it's ever been. Income tax thresholds are frozen until 2031, meaning every pay rise you get, more of it gets taxed. The dividend allowance is down to just £500. Capital gains tax exemption is only £3,000. Every pound you move inside an ISA or pension wrapper is a pound that escapes all of that. The wrappers aren't a nice to have anymore, they're essential. Right, so here's what I want you to actually do after this video. Not just watch it and move on. Pull up your last pay slip and check 3 things. Are you getting your full employer pension match? Have you opened a stocks, an ISA? And do you have at least 1 month's take home sitting somewhere liquid? If all three are yes, brilliant, you're on layer 2. If any of those are no, that's your starting point. That's your one job this week. If this was useful, subscribe. I put out videos every Friday breaking down exactly this kind of thing. No fluff, no products to sell you. And if you've got a question about your own situation, drop it in the comments. I do read everything. Now, if you've just realized you're not making the most of your ISA allowance, the next video is going to be really important for you because most people think an ISA is just a savings account. It isn't. A stocks and shares ISA is one of the most powerful tax-free investment vehicles in the UK, and in the next video I'm going to show you exactly how to set one up, what to put in it, and how to make sure it's actually growing. That one goes live on Friday. I'll see you there.